Welcome to our podcast. My name is Angela and I am here with Anika and Mika. Today we'll dive into the world of biotechnology and its potential to address global challenges. Specifically, we'll be focusing on a genetically modified organism, the Lycopersicyon esculentum, more commonly known as the tomato. We'll explore how genetic modifications can help address food insecurity, especially in the Philippines.
That's right, Angela. The Philippines faces unique agricultural challenges, including typhoons, pests, and diseases. So let's kick things off by discussing the specific genetic modifications made to GMO tomatoes that make them more resilient to these conditions.
Mika, one of the core changes involves improving the ability of the tomato to withstand the rigors of the environment. For example, scientists have inserted genes responsible for enhancing drought resistance as well as improving defenses against the tomato fruit borer, a common pest. Such modifications enable the plants to withstand the excessive rains and strong winds caused by typhoons that are common in the Philippines.
Exactly, these modifications not only boost weather resistance but also help combat diseases such as bacterial wilt and fungal infections, which can devastate crops. This means better yield for farmers even in the challenging conditions.
So, how does this translate to the Philippines? We all know typhoons are a major concern.
Great question. Some GMO tomatoes use a technique called anti-sense technology to slow down ripening. This way, the tomatoes stay fresh longer even after a storm.
That's fascinating, but typhoons aren't the only threat. What about the pests and diseases?
GMOs can be engineered to resist specific pests or diseases common in the Philippines. This means farmers can use fewer pesticides, which is good for everyone.
Speaking of health, can GMO tomatoes be more nutritious?
While on nutrition, GMO tomatoes may be engineered to have more essential vitamins such as vitamin A and C. This is essential in diets in the Philippines since most Filipinos suffer from these vitamins deficiencies. Increasing the nutritional value of tomatoes will address a healthier and lesser number of instances of malnutrition in our country.
That's a fantastic point. With improved nutritional profiles, GMO tomatoes can provide a more reliable food source, especially in the areas with limited access to diverse foods.
Let's not forget the environmental benefits. GMO tomatoes can lead to reduced pesticide use as many varieties are designed to be pest resistant, and this helps protect the environment and maintain a healthy soil and biodiversity.
Absolutely. Healthier soil leads to better crop yields and supports a more sustainable agricultural systems. Plus, by reducing pesticide use, we're also protecting beneficial insects and other wildlife that are crucial for maintaining ecological balance.
So, to summarize, genetic modifications in GMO tomatoes can help them thrive against typhoons, pests, and diseases, enhance nutritional content, reduce pesticide use, and promote environmental health. It's a win-win for farmers and consumers alike.
While GMO tomatoes offer numerous benefits, it's important to address potential concerns. Some people worry about the long term environmental impacts of GMOs, such as the potential gene flow of wild relatives.
That's a valid concern. However, rigorous scientific studies have shown that GMOs have not caused any significant environmental harm. In fact, GMO crops have often led to reduced pesticide use, which can benefit biodiversity.
Additionally, there are concerns about the potential health risk of consuming GMO foods. However, numerous studies, including the one conducted by the World Health Organization, have included that GMO foods are safe to eat.
Right. However, by reducing pesticide use, GMO tomatoes could indirectly improve the overall health of Filipinos who consume them.
Okay, so reduced pesticide use is definitely a plus. But what about the environment?
There's some debate here. Some experts believe GMOs can help maintain healthy soil by reducing the need for tilling. However, the long term effects are still being studied.
Great point. It's important to remember that GMOs are a complex topic. While they offer potential benefits, more research is needed to understand their long term impact.
So we've talked about how GMO tomatoes can handle tough weather, fight off pests, and even offer extra nutrients. But beyond these direct benefit, can these tomatoes help Filipino farmers earn more?
Absolutely. This is a key point to consider. Small scale farmers in the Philippines face a lot of risk each season, dealing with losses and pests from pests, diseases, or even crops spoiling before they can be sold. By growing GMO tomatoes that resist pests and spoilage, farmers don't need to spend as much on pesticides, and they lose less of their crops. This could mean more income and less risk for farmers who rely on these crops to make a living.
And I'm sure the cost of pesticides add up, especially for small scale farmers who might not have a lot of money to begin with.
Exactly. So by using fewer pesticides, farmers save money, which means they can earn more. Plus, they can sell more of what they grow thanks to better resistance to diseases and pests.
And it's not just about income for individual farmers, it's also about the country's food security. If farmers have more stable harvests and better yields, GMO tomatoes could actually help the Philippines reach its goal of food self sufficiency.
That's an interesting point. How do GMO tomatoes help achieve this goal of self sufficiency?
Well, think of it this way. By growing stronger, more productive crops, farmers can produce more tomatoes here in the Philippines. This means the country won't need to rely as much on imports to meet the local demand. In short, GMO tomatoes could help the Philippines create more independent food system, which is important considering the unpredictability of global trade or rising import costs.
So, in a way, we're looking at a food system that's less dependent on outside factors. And with Philippines' location, it's not uncommon for typhoons or other disasters to disrupt international trade.
And let's not forget, tomatoes are a big part of Filipino cooking. Having a steady local supply could make a real difference for food availability and prices. And when farmers can supply local markets more reliably, it could lead it could help keep tomato prices stable for consumers too.
Plus, with typhoons and unpredictable weather due to climate change, these GMO tomatoes could help agriculture adapt. Angela, what's your take on that?
Right, climate resilience is vital, especially for the Philippines where extreme weather is common. GMO technology can make tomatoes more resistant to drought or heat, so they're less likely to fail during tough weather. This gives farmers a better chance of having a steady crop all year, which help keeps the country's food supply more secure.
And having steady yields all year means farmers can rely on a consistent income, right? That predictability can be life changing, especially for rural communities that depend on farming.
That's so important. And if GMO tomatoes help stabilize crop yields, they also help keep prices stable for consumers, which is a big plus during tough economic times.
Exactly. By boosting resilience to climate change challenges and making yields more reliable, GMO tomatoes help create a more stable food economy. This stability benefits everyone from farmers to consumers.
It sounds like these tomatoes could even open up new opportunities for Philippine agriculture globally. Could GMO tomatoes impact food exports?
Possibly yes. With higher yields and a steady supply, the Philippines might eventually be able to grow enough tomatoes for both local needs and exports. However, it's important to remember that some countries have strict GMO rules, so the Philippines would need to follow international policies and perhaps label GMO products to meet the market standards.
That's a good point. Even though GMOs are considered safe by scientific experts, attitudes in other countries still vary. The Philippines would need to be smart if they want to enter markets that might hesitate on GMO imports.
True. And while GMOs have many benefits, they do come with some considerations, but the potential for GMOs tomatoes to support food security, resilience, and economic growth in the Philippines is pretty exciting.
Absolutely, and it's important to remember that GMO technology isn't a one size fits all solutions. It's just a one part of a bigger plan to address food security. Good farming practices, healthy soil management, and strong local markets are all necessary too.
Well said, Mika. GMOs can play a helpful role, but other factors are also important. The goal is to create a food system that's sustainable, resilient, and can feed everyone, even in the face of challenges like climate change.
So true. And if GMO technology, along with the other strategies, can help farmers succeed, then it's a win win for the whole food system.
Um, exactly. With ongoing research, the possibilities for new innovations in GMO technology are exciting. We could see even more benefits in the future as scientists develop new ways to improve crops in a sustainable and ethical way.
It's amazing how biotechnology can adapt to the needs of different regions. With the right approach, GMO technology could definitely be an important tool in building a resilient, sustainable food system for the Philippines. For generations, we've tended to this land. We've learned from nature, not from a lab. But now they want to change the very essence of life itself. The debate over genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, has ignited a global firestorm. So, at the heart of the controversy lies a fundamental conflict between tradition and innovation, nature and science.
Genetic modification offers immense potential. We can create crops that are more resilient to pest, drought, and disease. It's a tool to feed growing pollution. Proponents of GMO technology argue that is a necessary solution to global hunger and environmental challenges. They point to increased yields and reduced pesticide use that GMO crops can offer.
But what about the long term consequences? We don't know the full impact on our health and the environment. Rigorous safety assessments are conducted before any GMO crop is approved for commercialization.
The government is committed to ensuring the safe and responsible use of biotechnology. We have strict regulations in place to protect public health and the environment. The Philippines has been a pioneer of GMO technology in Asia, particularly with the adoption of BT corn. While it has brought benefits to some farmers, concerns remain about potential risks and the need for informed decision making.
I want to choose foods that are good for me and the planet, but with so many options, it's hard to know what's best. Awareness campaigns are crucial in empowering consumers to make informed choices. By understanding the issues and supporting local, sustainable agriculture, we can shape a healthier and more equitable future. As the debate continues, it's clear that finding a balance between innovation and tradition is essential. And by working together, farmers, scientists, and policymakers can harness the power of technology while preserving the integrity of our natural world.
This balance is particularly important as we explore the potential of genetically modified organisms, which can play a critical role in addressing agricultural challenges in the Philippines.
As we conclude, biotechnology has the potential of genetically modified organisms to address global challenges, becoming increasingly evident. The Philippines, a nation grappling with a myriad of agricultural challenges, stands to benefit significantly for advancement in GMO technology, particularly in the realm of tomato cultivation.
GMO offer GMO tomatoes offer a beacon of hope in the face of climate change and food insecurity. By genetically modifying tomatoes to be more resistant to pests, disease, and adverse weather conditions, scientists aim to increase crop yields and improve the overall quality of the produce. This innovation has the potential to revolutionize the agricultural landscape of the Philippines, ensuring a more reliable and sustainable food supply.
Furthermore, GMO tomatoes can be engineered to possess enhanced nutritional value, addressing the pressing issue of malnutrition in the country. By increasing the levels of essential vitamins and minerals, these genetically modified crops can contribute to a healthier and more resilient population.
However, the adaptation of GMO technology is not just without its challenges. Concerns about the potential environment impacts, such as unintended spread of modified genes, and the long-term health effects of consuming GMO foods have raised the public appreciation.
By striking balance between innovation and caution, the Philippines can harness the power of GMO technology, can to address the agricultural challenges and secure a sustainable future for its people. As we continue to explore the frontiers of biotechnology, it is imperative to prioritize ethical considerations and environmental sustainability. By doing so, we can harness the full potentials of GMOs to create a better world for generations to come.